Howdy all, welcome back to Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Look, I got a little horde over here. I thought I'd get things paused up so we can see what happens with the blade. Oh man, look at it going. Well, and my machine gun that's probably going to want to shoot me in the back if I'm not careful here. Man, I need more blades. More blades. Alright, so I discovered today that someone doesn't have any metal left. So making blades is a bit tricky. Look at all these guys that died to the blade. I forgot that I want that. Axe. Good. Did you get more for the knife? Should I be using my knife? I should be using my knife. Oh man, I've been using the wrong tool to clean these up. Okay, we gotta go down. Gotta go down below to get the others. Yeah, I can't believe I'm completely out of metal. It's crazy. Oof. I couldn't remember if there was a gap there or not. I was worried I was gonna electrocute myself trying to get down in here. It's too far away for me to grab. Not too far away for me to loot, just too far away for me to knife. I always need them things, so... man, I'm infected. Let me go grab some honey or, whatchamacallit, antibiotic. Oh, I've got 17 antibiotics. I'm gonna go... Why do I have vitamins in here? Just eat these. Do I have bottled murky water? Yep. Okay. Alright. I need to unload various items that are in my inventory before I head out here. Oh man, you know what? I totally shouldn't have done that. Ah, well. Gun stuff goes in here. I don't need my hoe. I could probably use another meat stew, though. And probably some water. Oh. Oh, I need less water than I thought I would. Alright. Now we can get out of here and go get some metal. Because somebody let their metal supplies run out. I'm not going to say who it was. But, I think their name starts with an L. I'm going to go back to the town down here. I did see there was, towers, which are great for getting metal. So, I want to go knock down some of these metal towers. Should help things out. I also need to grab more engines, obviously, if I'm gonna power up more blades. They take 20 watts a piece, so it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. Oh man, we were playing um, Monday night, and on the server I play on. It's a temporary server. We just put it up when we play. It's not temporary. It's a I don't know what you call it. It's not up all the time. Oh, I see you. I see you trying to get me while I'm trying to reload. Refuel my bike. Stupid zombie with his stupid head I can't ever get to. And yeah, for whatever reason I got kicked right off the game. And no, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I didn't bring any fuel with me. Great. All right. I better mark this spot here. If you get too far from your bike, sorry bike, I have to go into town. I will return for you with some fuel, hopefully. But occasionally, because it is a server run off a guy's computer, we'll get connection errors that happen in game where we like slightly desync from the server or something, and then you get all these null reference errors because you were interacting with something but now it's gone, and then a lot of times that will lock down whatever the object is. And so I was unloading a bunch of stuff that I had looted, and I got probably the most null reference errors I'd ever seen all at once. And so to fix it, you just disconnect from the server, shut your game down, start your game back up, comes back up. It's not a big deal. Well, this time it was like, no. I'm not letting you play anymore. You're done. And I couldn't connect. I couldn't connect for pretty much the rest of the night. I was able to reconnect right as they were getting ready to shut the server down. I'm like, oh hey, look, I can connect again now that it's time to quit. Yeah. But I'd hoped to get enough points to unlock the secret stash stuff on there, because I wanna put some solar panels on top of our base. But I currently cannot purchase them, and I hate to ask someone to run all the way out to Trader Bob. And so yeah, that was my Monday night session. We finally got our well, I think I talked about it a little bit in an earlier video, but finally got our play-by-post up and going. I'm playing in it, I'm not running it, and I have to say, I guess I don't have to say, but our DM is the same DM that I deal with on Wednesday nights, and I've told many stories about dealing with that guy. And so I'm waiting to see how he does with other people besides myself and the guy who's used to it. If he still runs the game the same way. Man, I thought I saw that tower. Oh, look, it was tiny. I did see a tower, but it's really tiny, and it's on top of the bar. It's okay. We'll get this one too. See, these are great because you just get the top one, and all the rest of it just falls down, and then it's super easy to harvest. I wonder if that goes for this construction site over here. I'm gonna go knock down this construction site. That could be spectacular. There was a daycare that you could see from our... This is weird. That you could see from our, This is a weird thing. That you could see from our base on the server. And I took a, Is this supposed to be like a collapsed building or something? Thanks, guy. I'm trying to look around. It sure is full of zombies. Anyways. And I made a bunch of TNT and blew it up. It was pretty cool. I lined TNT all the way around it. I didn't quite have enough. I only had like 25 sticks. But quite a bit of it did... Oof. So this crane is pretty huge here. This could result in a good chunk of metal to take back. Or nothing. Oh, it didn't collapse. Oh, this is scary. I thought it would collapse. Oh, here goes. Oh. He was lagging me right out. Oh man, look at it just all fall down. That was cool. I was worried it was going to fall on my head, but... I mean, part of it over there still might. Who knows? But, yeah, so we finally got started on the play-by-post, and our DM, he sends us this message, right, about how we're going to be playing the game, and he says, I need you guys to log in at least once a day to make sure we keep the game going, and just consider that a requirement, you know. And so we got started Monday. He didn't post at all on Tuesday. It was 43 hours between posts from him. Look at that one's yellow. 43 hours. That's not once a day, buddy. Oh, man. Alright, let's see about knocking the rest of this thing down. We'll start over here. Obviously, this has got to come down in pieces, right? It's not going to let me knock everything but one support out. Ah. Ooh, I thought that... I don't know, I thought that cement slab was going to come right down on my head. There are pieces falling. but okay, here comes some. But it's not all falling, it's doing something weird. It's like... Oh. Hey, construction worker. I'm not gonna survive this. This is gonna be... Oh, hey, construction worker. Look, guys, here's the deal. I am tearing this building down. Somehow it's still up. Oh. Somehow refuses to fall. Oh, oh. There we go. Well, no. There's something happened. This is collapsing in a bizarre way. See, this is the kind of thing where you use TNT to knock out all the pillars at once. And then you get craziness. I can't believe I've managed to get this far without dropping this building on my head. I'm not gonna stop building. I mean, you're making me super laggy, but I'm not gonna stop. This whole thing's coming down. Oh. Come on. I'm just making it worse and worse. Ooh, I saw a fuel barrel fall. I never even looted it. I just okay, we got one more piece here, and then the whole thing, right? Why is it not falling? Well, some of it is. Look at it. Oh. There's just metal bits hanging in midair. All right. I wanted metal. This is definitely definitely a place to loot metal now. Tempting. I might have to come back with TNT and see what I can do to a big building like that. I have to come back with a lot of TNT though. And I don't loot the stuff that you use to make TNT. It takes paper, and I don't do too much with the paper, so... yeah, we wound up being teleported to being teleported to the island where the adventure that we're doing takes place, and the the woman who took us there told us that she was gonna go stay with this guy she knows, and gave us the name of a couple of inns, and so we were like, she was like, you can come with me and ask questions, you know, for this from this merchant prince of the city, and if you want. And so we're like, yeah, we'll follow her. And then we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and then I made some comments about how long it was taking. You know, wow, it's much farther to this guy's place than I expected it to be. And it was 43 hours before he posted again. And so then he posted last night, and but he posted at like midnight last night, the last time, or 12:30, I guess, somewhere in there. And you know, most of the, oh no. Come to me, my iron chunks. Alright, how we doing? Oh yeah. And so, we, you know, I was up at that time, but the other people, they have jobs, so they gotta be in bed. I have a job too. Let's not get that wrong. Just my job has a different shift than theirs. I think the one guy's got to be up at like 5 a.m. for his job, and I'm pretty sure the other one is somewhere in that same time frame. Whereas I don't get done with my job until like 6 or 7 in the afternoon. So I sleep later in the day and get up later. Well, I also go to bed way later in the day, I guess. Technically earlier in the day than they do. And so... but so they haven't gotten back today yet, and he totally sent him a ping on the chat informing everyone that he had posted a message, and for everybody to look at the message he posted. It's not even been a day yet, and he's posting pings because they didn't immediately respond to him. I'm like, really? 43 hours, dude? 43 hours. But, yeah, we'll, I'm happy that it started. I've got a couple of interesting characters, and, I'll tell you what's funny is, he told us not to bother making, RP-style characters, because the game had little to no RP in it, and that's all we've done so far. RP means roleplay. It's the talky part of the game, and you know, it's like investigations and hunting for information and making deals with merchant princes, which is what I'm trying to do right now. I asked the dude, I'm like, so what rumors do you have of what's going on? And he's like, well, I personally am not aware of anything more than rumors, or you know, don't have any facts. And I'm like, well, what rumors have you heard then, so we get pointed in the right direction? And he's like, the best place for you to get your information is out on the street, from word of mouth from merchants and inns. And I'm like, well, you're a merchant prince, so are you like the middleman with warehouses? Do you directly control the merchants under your you know, company? And apparently he directly controls his merchants, but he hasn't heard any rumors from them about what's going on. So I have now asked him to point us in the direction of his foreman, who probably deals more directly with his merchants than he would, since he's a merchant prince. I can't imagine he goes from business to business. I mean, he might. Who knows? I'm sure there's very hands-on merchant princes. Ooh, 449. That seems like a pretty good bow. There's some of that paper I need to start collecting. Boo, 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 boo. Let's see. What's the? Oh no, the one I've got is a 508. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It's very different from any D&D I've played before. I've talked a little bit about this before, but nobody apparently knows anything. Okay, now grant you, playing with this DM before, nobody ever knows anything with him. But and so there's a lot of searching the jungle, I guess, in this game. And how do we do? Oh, I still got more room. I kind of want to get 6,000 and 6,000 before I head back. And so but he gave us a map, and the map has just the coasts basically filled in, and everything in the middle is hidden. And so I don't know what the scale is on the map, but I guess we're going to be searching hex by hex in the jungle to try and find what we're looking for. I don't believe we're going to have to... I say that, but I don't believe we're going to have to, like, search every hex. I'm sure somebody will be able to point us in the right direction. He did say there were dinosaur races, though. That seems exciting. I'm a huge fan of dinosaurs. And, so, I mean, it's all in your imagination. And we're not actually going to have dinosaur races, but we might have dinosaur races in the game. I think it might just be a betting thing, though. I don't think we're actually... But you know what? If there are people who have dinosaurs that they race, then that might mean not come out of this with a dinosaur mount. I'll take a stegosaurus, please. They're my favorite. Alright. Oh, we're getting close. We're not getting close. What am I talking about? I thought that said 58. It says 56. I mean, not that that's too many of these, because they're 33 apiece. Okay, that's it. That is as full as I'm getting. I can come back next time I need metal. Loot this place. That was pretty cool, I feel. I gotta head this way to get back to my bike. I do have a little bit of fuel with me, so... Oh no, I have a lot of fuel with me. So I should easily be able to fill up my bike and get back home. Yeah, So on my way to bed last night, I was like, man, I kind of got a taste for something sweet before I go to bed. I'm like, I don't really want to go through any big production, but I really like chocolate. And pretty much everybody else here likes fruit for candy flavors. And so there's like gummy snacks and fruit pastries and stuff like that if you're looking for a quick, you know, sweet snack. But I like chocolate, and they never get any chocolate. unless I specifically request it. And I don't request it that often because I don't want it that often. But it's my favorite sweet snack is probably chocolate. And so I was like, you know what? I think we got a big bag of chocolate chips in their freezer, and so I am gonna go grab me some chocolate chips and just a few, like 7 or 8 chocolate chips, just to hit that I want chocolate spot. Chocolate chips really aren't the best chocolate by themselves, because you know they're semi-sweet chocolate chips. They're not like milk chocolate chips or something, and but they're you know they're chocolate. So I get to the freezer and I open the door, and the chocolate chip bag on the top is wet. I'm like, oh man, what is going on here? And I'm looking, and someone is freezing bananas. Like I said, they like fruit for their. So I guess somebody's freezing bananas for a snack. And it's still covered in ice and, you know, well, not ice, but a little bit of frost on the outside. So it's clearly still frozen, but the bag for the chocolate chips is wet. And I'm like, and the freezer doesn't feel very cold. I'm like, this is weird. And so I tried to change the temperature on the freezer, and it wouldn't change. And so I'm like, uh-oh, I don't think our freezer's working. And so I unplugged it and plugged it back in. Oh, speaking of not working. Look, I brought you a present. I had 2 iron left. Actually, I probably have more than that if I scrap up some of this stuff I'm not using. I think I got some fuel in here. Yes. Yes. I think the generator is out of power. There we go. And so today I went up there and it's doing it again. I don't know. I think the computer is going dead on it because it's got a digital thermostat and you can't change the thermostat. And so it's not turning on because it doesn't know that it's hot, or doesn't know that it's not hot. It didn't get to the point where the food was unthawed. It just got to the point where the chocolate chip bag, the very top of it, that was at the top of the door, was wet. So I thought that was weird, and I'm like, man, we're probably lucky. We're probably very lucky that I decided to get some chocolate chips before bed on a whim, because I don't do that. I probably haven't eaten chocolate chips like that in years. And just on a whim, I decided to do that because we just bought like $400 worth of cow and put in the freezer. So that'd have been great. Lose $400 worth of meat. All right. I think I'm going to call it here. So click like if you like, subscribe, sure, and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.